They said she was finished, too old, too slow, a mother, a legend from the past. But once again, Shelly Fraser Pryce has shut them all up. Yes, you heard that right. The Pocket Rocket has qualified for the Jamaican national trials. And not just by chance, she ran her way back into the headlines, back into greatness, back into that fire where legends are forged. But to understand the beauty of this moment, you must understand the war she's fought to get here. This is not just a race, it's a story of pain, of pressure, of comebacks, of a woman who refuses to bow down. Shelly was born in Waterhouse, one of the toughest areas in Kingston. Jamaica, poverty, violence, hunger. That's what she saw every day. She used to run barefoot, no fancy shoes, no special coach, just raw talent and fire in her chest. People looked at her and laughed. She was tiny, poor, and a girl. In Jamaica, where boys get more attention for sports, Shelly was overlooked. But she didn't care. At school, she ran past everyone. Teachers noticed, then coaches noticed. But still, nobody expected her to be a world champion. Fast forward to Beijing Olympics 2008. Shelly Fraser was just 21 years old. She was not the favorite. All eyes were on big names like Veronica Campbell-Brown and Lauren Williams. But when the gun went off, boom, Shelly shocked the world. She destroyed the field and won the 100m Olympic gold in 10.78 seconds. A girl from Waterhouse had just become the fastest woman alive. She became the first Caribbean woman to win Olympic gold in the 100m. The world was in awe. Shelly went on to win world championships in 2009, 2013, 2015, 2019, and 2022. She was dominant, fast, powerful. But after every win, people said, can she keep it up? Then came 2017, a year of silence. Why? She became a mother. And just like that, the world changed. People wrote her off. They said she would never return to form. That motherhood had ended her career. They said her best days were behind her. But they didn't know Shelly. In 2019, just 2 years after giving birth to her son, Zion, Shelly came back and won the World Championships in Doha. Let that sink in. A mother, at 32, came back and won gold in the 100m again. She made history again, the first mother in history to win a global 100m title. That was not just speed, that was heart. That was grit, that was Jamaican spirit. But then came 2023 and 2024. Injuries, long months of silence. Her rivals, Shericka Jackson, Sha'Carri Richardson, Dina Asher-Smith, they were getting faster, louder, and more dominant. People said, she's done, let her rest, let her retire. Fans started shifting focus. Analysts began asking if she was wasting time, chasing more glory. They forgot this was Shelly Fraser Pryce, the woman who runs through pain and pressure like it's nothing. And now, in June 2025, she's back. Shelly Fraser Pryce has qualified for the Jamaican national trials. With one race, one sprint, one powerful run that shut down all the doubts. She ran 11.33 seconds into a strong headwind. That's right, minus 2.1 wind. Most sprinters wouldn't even try. But Shelly, she made it look like light work. And guess what? That time was more than enough to book her ticket to the Jamaican trials. And once she's at the trials, anything can happen. Because Shelly doesn't run with her legs only. She runs with a nation's pride on her back. She runs with the spirit of every Jamaican mother, fighter, and dreamer. This comeback isn't just about Paris 2025. This is about legacy. About fighting for greatness when everyone tells you to stop. About proving that age is just a number. That motherhood doesn't end your dreams. That injuries don't kill your destiny. Shelly Fraser Pryce is more than an athlete. She is a symbol, a warrior, a national treasure. At the Jamaican national trials, she will line up against Shericka Jackson, Tia and Tina Clayton, Brianna Williams, Natasha Morrison, possibly Elaine Thompson Herah. The field is loaded. But guess what? Every time people doubt her, she explodes. Every time they count her out, she climbs higher. And don't forget, her personal best is 10.60. That is faster than most women have ever run, even today. You might not like her. You might think she's old news. But you will respect her name. Shelly Fraser Pryce is still standing, still running, still chasing greatness. From Waterhouse to the world, from barefoot to Olympic podiums, from doubted to undeniable. So when the Jamaican trials begin, watch her. Because this time, she's not just running for medals, she's running for legacy. And when Shelly runs for legacy, history is made. Injuries forced Shelly to pull out of meets. She sat in the stands while others raced, watched as the headlines shifted to newer names. Critics said she was just holding on, that she should gracefully bow out. But here's the part they don't understand. Champions don't quit, legends don't disappear. And Shelly Fraser Pryce is both. Behind every race is a storm you don't see. Late nights in rehab, early mornings with no energy, crying quietly because your body isn't responding like it used to. Trying to be a mother, a wife, and a global athlete all at once. That's not just physical pain, that's mental war. But what did Shelly do? She kept showing up. She trained in silence. She healed in silence. She stayed off social media and worked like a soldier in a hidden camp. She knew her body was aging, but she also knew her heart was still burning. And then came June 2025. One race, a quiet meet in Kingston, wind blowing hard, eyes watching silently. Shelly steps on the line. No gold medal on the line, but something bigger, her pride. Her spot at the Jamaican national trials. Gun goes off. She explodes. And even into a headwind of -2.1. She runs a clean and powerful 11.33 seconds. Not her fastest time, but enough to silence the critics once again. Enough to say, I'm still here. Enough to qualify. Enough to set the internet on fire. As soon as the result dropped, the reactions were instant. She's back. Don't ever doubt the queen. Shelly to Paris. Even her rivals had to show respect. Because what she did wasn't normal. What she did was inspirational. Now, she heads to the Jamaican national trials. And let me tell you, it's not going to be easy. Lined up beside her will be Herah Jackson, the reigning world 200m champ. Tina and Tia Clayton, the youth on fire. Brianna Williams, still young, still hungry. Natasha Morrison, more experienced and consistent than ever. Possibly even Elaine Herah, if she recovers in time. It's the toughest sprint battlefield on Earth. And yet, something tells us, Shelly's not just going to show up, she's coming to fight. What's still at stake? Shelly Fraser Pryce has nothing to prove. She has 8 Olympic medals, 10 World Championship medals, multiple sub-10.7 races, a personal best of 10.60 seconds, a legacy unmatched by almost any woman in sprint history. But still she runs. Why? Because she's not chasing medals anymore. She's chasing legacy. She's chasing example. She's showing every young girl in Waterhouse and every mother in the world that you can still rise. The legacy of Shelly beyond speed. She's more than a sprinter. She's a role model, a mother, a warrior, and a national hero. She's inspired not just Jamaicans, but women all around the world. She gives scholarships. She mentors young athletes. She speaks up about motherhood, mental health, and perseverance. Shelly doesn't just race on tracks. She races in the hearts of a nation. Final words, say it with your chest. So the next time you hear someone say, she's too old, she should stop, she can't beat the younger girls, look them in the eye and say, that's Shelly Fraser Pryce you're talking about. The same woman who turned poverty into power, who turned motherhood into motivation, who turned silence into speed, who turned doubters into fans. She's not just racing, she's writing history, and she's not done yet. So now we wait for the trials. And when that gun goes off, remember this, legends don't fade, they reload. And the pocket rocket, she's locked in, she's loaded, and she's coming.